Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here. And as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Here we have our breaking news. I've been teasing this to you guys for a little bit. I've been working on this for about the last 2 weeks or so. And this is phase one of our off-season rebuild of our studio, or should I say, adding another studio. Normally, I would be flipping on the on open for business sign and, of course, waking up the football gods, but this is a totally different set. If you've watched our live streams during the games this past year, you know we were out here. We had a table set up. I'd have my guys out here. We'd live stream and so on. Well, we're trying to take this to a whole new level. I actually have my whole computer system hooked up together out here where I can control everything, the cameras, the lights. I've got to your right, I've got a couple of monitors that are hooked up to the computer system. Actually, I have a keyboard that's down here, mouse and everything, mic controls, all that stuff is hidden, and probably will make my wife happy because she likes to see a lot of open space. She doesn't like to see a whole lot of stuff in here. Pat McAfee, well, she wouldn't like your desk at all. So this is the beginning, and this is the first broadcast showing more of the desk. And boy, does it feel big. It feels really, really spacious. I can't wait to have my man DMV out here, and I can't wait to have some of you great fans here when the season gets here to be enjoying the games. We actually have a 65-inch screen that's TV that's actually mounted right in front of us for us to watch the games and stuff, and of course a fire pit that's over here as well. And I'm looking forward to this season. Now, I want to address something. It's as I go through and I read the comments and things like that, I have so many people that just hate. It was great today to see Dak Prescott out on the practice field, seeing him putting weight on that ankle, running and doing drills, with the bungee cords and everything else. Seeing him in action because we haven't seen him in action since that last play. To see him in action, to see that he's going to be okay, makes me feel really good, especially since they just gave him a check for $75 million. The funny thing is, this is the off season. It is truly the off season. There's not a lot of things that are going on right now because it's the off season. And in the NFL, there's no bigger or more important thing than the quarterback. And having your quarterback come back from an injury is kind of important. I try to cover all aspects of the team here at the Jobu Sports Report. We talked about, of course, Jamez Alawalu being released yesterday. We talked about the Cowboys restructuring Zach Martin, Lyle Collins, as well as Tyron Smith. Gave you my perspective of what that means for them going forward, that they're believing that they're going to be healthy and ready to go by putting on the franchise tag. We talked about the $800,000 that the Cowboys had in cap space before they made that move. We showed, of course, Zeke Elliott and CeeDee Lamb working out at Dak's house. We covered the press conference. We cover all aspects of the Cowboys. Yet, some of you say, oh, another Dak video. Here we go. Well, next time I'll be sure to just go ahead and do videos about the punters because I'm sure that will be more to your liking. Now, I'm going to ask, and I guess it doesn't really matter or not, with the Dallas Cowboys, with Jerry Jones going through and signing Dak Prescott for the next 4 years, giving him record amounts of money in signing bonuses. He's going to be here. He's our quarterback. He's our teammate. He's our leader. And the best thing we can do is get behind him. I'm, for one, am always one of those people that believe you put out in the universe what you want. If you don't believe that something can happen, it won't. In other words, kind of like what Dak Prescott said, you get out what you put in. So if you only put in shit, you will only get shit out. And I'm so sick and tired of hearing people say, because you honestly sound like you're regurgitating or defecating the same stupid shit you hear from the talking heads. I love how Colin Cowherd, as and I don't have, I should really have it set up out here. How you get manipulated by the talking heads. Dan Orlowski, the guy with egg on his face, put it perfectly. We manipulate the numbers to go with whatever narrative we want. They're tricking your emotions. And so when somebody comes through, well, over the last 20 games, Dak Prescott, you know what? They need to change the rules. I think what we need to do is, instead of football being 11 on 11, having kickoffs and punt returns and extra points, we just need to figure out a way that we can have Dak Prescott and Tom Brady. Dak Prescott, Russell Wilson, nobody else. Because that's the way some of you keep rating things. Dak Prescott was whatever it was over the last 20 games. Why do we break it down to 20 games? That's not even a season. 20 games. What the hell is that? That's being selective. You can be selective about anybody's career. Hell, go through the first 3 years of Troy Aikman's career and see how that went. See how that went. And it's ridiculous to say Dak Prescott went. You totally negate everything else that happened on the team, between the coaching, between the offense, the defense, the special teams. Everything all goes together as a team. And if you're sitting here saying Dak Prescott was over his last 20 games, I could understand that if it was we're fumbling. You know, we were down there in the goal line and the quarterback fumbles the football. The other team gets it and the other team wins. I'd understand if, here it is, we had opportunities and our quarterback throws 5 interceptions every game. That literally the quarterback was the reason why we lost. I could understand that. But to negate, and I'm not saying that Dak Prescott is perfect, but he's pretty damn good. And you same people will say Dak Prescott are the same jackasses that literally say, go get Deshaun Watson. So if you're saying that Dak Prescott was whatever the last 20 games, Deshaun Watson was 4-12. And when you say, you have to get, a Russell Wilson or an Aaron Rodgers that can put a team on their back. The funny thing is since those guys haven't had the great defenses to go along with them, they ain't carried the team on their back to the Super Bowls, have they? In fact, Russell Wilson, since their last Super Bowl appearance, is 3-5 in the playoffs. 3-5. So, 2020 is behind us. We've got an opportunity now to have OTAs. And if we can't have OTAs, Dak Prescott's got a field in his backyard. And apparently, unlike somebody on the fan said that his ankle was falling off, that was wrong. So why don't we, instead of being negative Nellies, why don't we try accentuating the positive, eliminating the negative? Have faith in pandemonium. Might just do us good. So, that being said, we have now had our first broadcast from Jobu's new sports desk. And one thing is definitely apparent that I can definitely say full-heartedly that needs to be done in here is I don't need to be sitting in a lawn chair. I need to get me like a real desk chair to go out here. So it'll be a little bit higher. I feel like I'm down too low right now, that I'm kind of, in fact, I feel kind of small sitting here right now. But hopefully the sound's okay. Everything, this has been a learning experience. The more you know, the better you do. I've got the wires hidden inside of the desk and everything else. I've actually got a whole slide keyboard here for the mixer, so that way I can, adjust the sound levels and things. And if I want to put sound effects, I can do that here. But you don't need to see it up here on the desk. I got nice mic stands and all that, and everything's hooked up together, so I can literally go from here inside on the same broadcast, and when the draft comes around, we'll be able to do a lot. And with that being said, I must thank everybody who donated to the GoFundMe. The shot glasses, our new broke ass media ones, are on order. They'll be in, I think, on the 30th of the month. And everybody who did a donation to the GoFundMe page of $10 or more, I'll be sending you a free shot glass. Everybody, of course, who's been doing super chats during this time. We've been doing giveaways for the football racks and stuff, and we'll be doing some more tomorrow night as well. And so if you end up doing any of those things, we'll be sure to enter you in the raffle for either of them, and or send you a shot glass. Same thing with the channel memberships. We'll enter you in the drawing if you become a new channel member, and we'll send you a shot glass as well. This is the first phase of 3 things that I want to do for the studio. And I appreciate all of you guys being here and helping us to get this together. I'm Mark Holmes, and I'll see you soon.